Guys, thanks for joining me today. This is the Minutemen. This video is going to be a slightly long form. I'm going to be taking my carbine out to the range. I'm going to be zeroing it at 100 yards, and then I'm going to confirm it out to 550, making those hits. So this is a chill video. Sit back, relax, put it on the background, or you can watch the video as I go through my zeroing process. Let's get to it. So when getting my base position, I really don't use bags or anything like that. I am using the mag as a monopod and bracing it against the framework. What I want to do is make sure that I'm adjusting the red dot brightness to minimize extra fatigue. Your eyes do have a time limit and they do burn out during these kind of processes, especially with optics, not so much red dots, but when I've got a magnified 3x and I've got a diopter, my eyes are going to get tired sooner. So what I want to do is set the red dot to where it's translucent to where I can see the target and look at the target, but I don't have to strain hard to see the actual red dot. I did a hasty zero a few weeks back, but I really want to dial it in a little bit better. Got a better stable position. The temperature has changed a little bit. It's a little bit cooler, but it shouldn't have that much of an effect. Once I've got everything set, I'll be shuffling around, getting a natural point of aim. I really don't want any muscular input. I want all bone support. That way each shot is very consistent. I'm focusing on the target and minimizing any input into the gun while still holding it somewhat tight. Now once I'm happy with everything, once I get into the shot cadence, consistency is everything. I don't want to shoot and then look and then shoot and then look. I do not want to break off the gun for any reason at all, if I can help it. So you see my group is a little bit off, and as far as size-wise, it's not too bad. So the process when looking at the groups is that I want to triangulate and find the center. I do want to omit any obvious flyers. From there, I want to use the approximate click adjustments on the optics. They're never going to be perfect. And then put in what I think is going to work, and then I've got that annotated so I can remember it. So what I'm doing is making my adjustments, and certain optics, generally the dials tell you which way the bullet is going to go, and some tell you which way the dot is going to go, and so it ends up being kind of reversed. But with the hollow suns, it's pretty easy. I want to go left or right. I dial it left or right, and that's what moves the impact where I want it. One thing I'm doing is donking the optic once I've made my adjustments. What it does is help seat the dials and just unbind them if they're locked up. So I did call my flyer, and my second group was much better than my first one, and so I did like that. So what I'm going to do is go back 2 clicks. I'm trying to bracket and see where I can get these adjustments. It's not going to be exact. Ideally, I'd like to move 1/3 of 4, but right, you know, what number does that translate to clicks? It doesn't. So you kind of do the best you can. As far as ammo, I've got this Russian Silver Bear 62 grain open tip, and I've got a lot of that left over. It's kind of sucks that you won't see that again unless things change with Russia, but it's what I'm using, and I like it pretty well. This is where I had this crazy flyer and I could not figure it out because I did not call it. I did not see it. So I was kind of concerned about like a baffle strike or anything, but there was no keyholing and it really wasn't that far off in the grand scheme of things. So I decided to go ahead and shoot another group and try to confirm without making any adjustments what the group is going to look like. So I've talked about this before in other videos, and these crosses on the back that are centered up with the bullseyes are there as quadrants, and what they do is allow you to get an extra data point. You can look at your groups in a different way to where you get a little bit more information so you can make those last 1 or 2 clicks that might refine your zero just a little bit better each time. So I made like 1 click adjustments here. I don't remember off the top of my head what I did. But now what I'm going to do is do a 10 round beaten zone. And what that means is I'm going to do quasi, rapid fire. It's still slow. And what I want to do is kind of see a trend in how that manifests on target. So I'm looking for the 10 shots, and then I'm going to omit any flyers. And use that group as a way to determine if I want to make any final adjustments, and then I'll check the quadrant on the back. About 400. There we go. There we go. So that was confirming at a 200-yard gong, a 400-yard gong, and a 550 silhouette. Not too bad, right? I'm not going to be making every hit. I cut those out. What's the point? It's not the super tightest group, and it's not the best ammo, and it's a short gun, and at that range, we're really at the limits of the velocity. So I'm happy with it either way. I do make hits. Any range that I need it for Minuteman related stuff, home defense, property defense, it's more than capable. So I'm really happy with this. I want to do a video about this build. I'll talk more about it. And I'm going to do a video where I zero the red dot on my handgun. It's my first red dot handgun. That was a process that's much more involved than this one was. And so hopefully I'll see you on those videos. And until then, thanks for watching. Hopefully the information was helpful. If it was, shoot me a like, make a comment, subscribe. I'm the Mad Minuteman, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.